In general, amines can be named either by systematic or common names. Naming amines by the systematic nomenclature follows the same rule for the IUPAC nomenclature for alkanes. This is the brief summary of naming a primary amine. Step 1. Identify the longest carbon chain bonded to the amine nitrogen. Step 2. Identify the substituents. Step 3. Number the parent chain giving the amine the lowest position. And step 4. Put everything together having the substituents in alphabetical order. Example, butane changed to butan 1-amine. In butane, drop the E, change to the suffix to amine. So the name is butan 1-amine or 1-butanamine. Another example, cyclohexane to cyclohexanamine. In cyclohexane, drop the E, change the suffix to amine. Notice that when the amine is connected to a ring, we start numbering from the carbon connected to the amino group. This rule always puts the amino group at carbon number 1. Therefore, the 1 is usually omitted from the name. So the IUPAC name for this compound is cyclohexanamine. So we go the first example. Okay, amine are named by identify the longest carbon which the amino group is directly attached. The suffix amine is labeled at the lower carbon. Okay, so we choose the longest continuous carbon that contains amino group. And then numbering the carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so amino located at the lowest number carbon, which is carbon number 1. So the name is 1-butanamine. Okay, since amino group bonded only one alkyl group, so the class of amine is primary. Example number 2. Okay, choose the longest continuous carbon chain that contain amino group. So longest continuous carbon chain is 4 carbon, and then make sure the position of amino group at the lowest possible number. So we start from right hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the name of amine is 2-butanamine. Okay, since amino group only bonded one alkyl group, so the class of amine is primary amine. Okay, for the third example, okay, this one is the example for aromatic amine because benzene ring directly bonded to amino. So we choose aniline as a parent chain. This one is aniline. Okay, and then we have a substituent to carbon which is ethyl. Okay, now we want to state the position of substituent ethyl. Okay, since aniline as a parent chain, carbon in benzene ring directly bonded to amino group as a carbon number 1. And then the position of ethyl at carbon number 4. So this one is a 4-ethyl aniline. Okay, for this amine still primary amine because only one alkyl group bonded to amine. Okay, the last example for primary amine. Okay, I redraw the structure. Okay, the amine bonded to 3 CH3 group, and then the carbon bonded to amino group. Okay, so first you find the longest continuous carbon chain that are attached to amino group. So this one is the longest continuous carbon chain that contains 3 carbon, and then numbering the carbon. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the position of amino group at carbon number 2, and then position of methyl as a substituent, also carbon number 2. So the name of amine is 2-methyl 2-propanamine.